Okay, guys, we have our two latest productions males. We have Pharaoh and Maximus. I think Pharaoh's about 7 months, and Maximus might be about 5 months. I would say Pharaoh's about 80 pounds, 85 pounds. And I would say Maximus, 55, 60 pounds. Probably doesn't really look like he's 60 pounds, because I really don't know what a 60-pound dog looks like, because we don't have any of those. But, you know, it's time for these guys to starting to put their weight on. You know, it took them a while to adjust to what we were feeding them, and a little bit of time for them to just put on a little bit of size. Not too much, but just a little bit. But as you can see, we got a lot of muscle development. See a lot of muscles in these guys already. But you also see that they're starting to get a little husky, and they're still learning how to use their body weight, you know. But we just wanted to show you guys an update on our two latest productions. Maximus is, I'm gonna say he's probably an old school pocket bully, because nowadays the pocket bullies are really short, and but he's not really too short. I'm not quite sure how tall he is, but I want to say he's probably under 17 inches. You know, that used to be considered a pocket. He might be 16 inches. He might be 15 inches. I'm expecting Maximus to hit a good 100 pounds. And Pharaoh, I'm expecting him to hit 140, 150 pounds. They don't really look, they're not that big at this moment. The main thing is we want them to be able to hold the weight and hold it well. And if need be, we just want them to be as muscular as possible. We don't necessarily need them to be 100 to 150 pounds or so. But more so, you want your dogs to have the ability to hold the weight without causing issues. Because as you can see, these guys want to play and have fun and wrestle. It takes these guys 3 years to get to their full size. 3 years, at least, to get really good size, but about 4 years to get all their size. A lot of people like to rush the process and overfeed the dog. We don't do that. You know, they're having a little bit of growing pains as far as dog food, not really adapting well to the dog food, not really adapting well to certain little things. As far as fur, a little bit of fur issue here and there, because it's summertime and they're young and they're just getting used to everything. But we got to figure it out. When it comes to these dogs, you got to figure out the right diet, the right bath, you know, the right everything. Sit. Sit, boy. Sit. Sit, boy. Sit. But especially with this guy right here. Sit. Wintertime is going to be when they do really, really well. Summertime is a little bit hard on the bullies, because it's a lot of water, a lot of moisture, you know, a lot of pollen in the air, different things like that can affect them. But wintertime, they tend to do a lot better as far as any fur issues that you may encounter. It happens, especially when you're just trying to learn really what amounts of raw meat versus what dog food to give them, and them being puppies and they always in this grass. You know, that's a factor that messes with them a little bit. This dang on grass and ticks biting them, and chemicals in the yard, whatever you're using for cleaners. It's a lot of things to consider in order to just have the right balance to keep your dogs looking the top, you know? The protein levels, the exercise level, You know, they got to get used to it, and you got to get used to what they can endure. But we're just showing you the update. Nice muscular dogs. And we're really looking forward to these guys putting on some serious size, guys. Both Maximus and Pharaoh. We don't know really what they're going to look like when they get older, because both of these dogs are from first-time breedings. Like for one instance, Maximus has a great muzzle, a great snuzzle. What I mean by that is he has a muzzle that's good for breathing and good for running, good for exercise and overall health. Whereas his father had a snub muzzle and his grandfather Bishop has a snub muzzle. How did he get the muzzle that he has? I don't know. My guess is it's going to go away at some point. But it's good for what we like to do, as far as, you know, you're out at 90 degrees. You never have to worry about Maximus overheating. Whereas Pharaoh, you do have to worry about him overheating, because he has a lot more mass and more size on him. And a nice muzzle, but at the same time, bullies are a lot shorter, and their muzzles need to be a lot longer, and their legs need to be a lot longer in order for you to really get a good workout out of them. So, you know, it might look like Pharaoh has a muzzle, but Pharaoh has to account for all that weight. But you ain't never seen a puppy with muscles and veins popping out. A puppy. So we're proud of that. And we're just gonna let him grow slowly. It took his mom 2 years to get to about 90 pounds, 85, 90 pounds. When his mom gets pregnant and has puppies, she hits 115. So, you know, the mom can hit up to 115 when pregnant. Pharaoh, you know, based on his size, he's got another growth spurt to go as far as height, and another width spurt to go. So we're waiting for all that, guys. We had to train these dudes. Hey! But, you know, got good attitudes. Just a little quick update. We're going into the winter, so as you can see, that big, thick muscle right there. Look at that. That's a 7-month-old puppy, y'all. And it's not like a pit bull or anything. He's like a real live pup. Like, he has a lot to go, guys. But as you can see, he's already rearing up to have big shoulders with big muscles jumping out. So stay tuned, guys.